this analysis is that we have given this data of the Baxter battery income statement, and the sale is combined for short start and long life, right? And overall company is having a loss. But we do not know the loss is either because of this short start or because of the long life. So by using product margin, using ABC costing, ABC activity-based costing, we have found that short start is giving us a profit, but long life is giving us loss, right? So that is the beauty of here. So let's talk about the customer margin. So we find out the Acme Auto Parts. We find out its ABC costing, overhead costing, and also we find out its sales and direct cost material here. Direct material, direct labor, shipping cost, because it's easy to trace. We don't need to apply any method here. It's easy to trace. So let's just see that here. So we have find out the ABC costing under how much cost applicable to, we just calculated in our previous slides, total here, right? Let me show you this. These figures are coming from this slide that we calculated in customer let me see the customer. Where is the customer here, right? So we calculated the how much overhead cost applicable to Acme, this one. So margin includes sale minus direct material minus direct cost minus overhead cost. So sale and direct cost is given to us. This is the overhead cost given to us. You less it, you find out the customer margin here, right? Here we go. So now the total cost, including direct material, direct labor, shipping cost, and all those ABC overhead costs, total at 18,000, 28,000, $816. Answer is, so this Acme or Acme Auto Parts is giving us $384 profit, right? This is the beauty of using the activity-based costing. And so please take a picture and do this breakout room activity. It's simple. All you need to do, you need to find out which is giving us, margin or not. So I'm setting up the breakout room activity, and you have 10 minutes to do that. So those who are watching online, please pause the video and try to do it by yourself. Here we go. Okay, class, welcome back after the breakout room activity. So this is a question. We have given the activity rates, right? Means second stage allocation is already given to us, and we have given the data here. All you need to do, multiply all these with the activities, you find out the ABC overhead. You have direct material, right? You have direct labor based on, so this is direct labor hours multiplied by the rate here, 19.5. You have the direct labor hours, direct labor cost. So what is the total cost? Total cost is direct labor, direct material, direct labor, and ABC manufacturing overhead, right? And you less it with the sales. Answer is gonna be here. So in order to compute the margin, so you see how much you have sold. You have sold 20 standard model and 3 custom models, right? So 20 multiplied by the per unit cost of It's already given to us. See, 1850, 2400. So this is the sales, direct material, direct labor, and this is manufacturing overhead for both the custom design, because custom design is only applicable to custom design model, right? So answer gonna be 1144. If you still are confused, please do write us in our WeChat or watch this video or the PPT to understand further. Okay, let's just move forward. So now back to that question in which we're talking about why there is a need to go towards this activity-based costing. So let's just analyze the short start and long life performance using traditional costing. So we have given the data here, sale, direct material, direct labor, right? And we have given the overhead cost, which is 14 million. So we know that the total machine hours are used 480,000 for short start and 320,000 for long life. So total hours are 800,000. So if we applied the job order costing, right, in which we just divided by one denominator here, right, then there is a problem. So all the overhead costs divided by the machine hours, 18,000, answer would be 17.5 per machine hour. So if we do that, short start cost gonna be machine hours multiplied by the per unit cost is 8.4 million and long life is 5.6 million. Understand? So this is the overall cost allocation to these factors. So if we find out the product margin separately here, so we have find out sales of short start, sales of long start minus direct material, direct manufacturing overhead. So you have seen that in our ABC costing, long life is giving us loss. But here in traditional costing, long life is giving us $2.1 million profit. See, that is the biggest mistake. The analysts in those factories, they mistakenly do this kind of stuff and they don't know how to deal with that, right? And short start is giving us huge profit, 8 point something million, and now here it's showing us 6.9. So if you are given the chance in order to improve the profit, which one you drop? Of course, the one who is giving us low product margin, you drop the short start. But that would be drastically negative impact on your profitability. Why? In actual sense, long life is giving you a loss and you are not cutting out the long life, you are cutting out the one who is giving you profit. And then your loss magnified to $5 to $6 million. So that is a problem with the traditional costing. That's why we have a separate costing system, the activity-based costing system. That's why we have the variable costing system. That's why we have the relevant costing system. That's why we have the job order costing system separately. So you need to see that which costing methods are suiting us, but the ABC costing is totally new concept, right? So it has advantage and disadvantages as well. So first of all, the traditional costing advantage is that, or the disadvantage is that the traditional costing system overcost the short start and reports lower product margin, right? The product margin for short start is lower than the long life. The traditional costing undercost the long life and reports higher margin product margin. So most companies, most factories, they are using traditional costing. So that's why they are unable to find out where is the real problem, which product line we need to drop and which not. So on the basis of traditional costing, they made a huge mistake and they cut off their profitable lines and continue their lines, those who are giving them losses. So the difference between ABC and traditional costing is that traditional costing allocates all manufacturing costs to a product, all manufacturing cost. But ABC costing only assign manufacturing overhead cost consumed by the product. For example, customer relations are not a part of any product. So this is separately written. Design changes are not part on those products which do not have a design change or logo change. So why you are applying on those products which do not require design change, right? So ABC assign only manufacturing overhead consumed by those products, so that we can see the real costing here. Plus, traditional costing allocates all manufacturing overhead costs using volume